Well, relatedly, the Electoral Commission of Ghana has officially suspended next month's voter registration exercise, citing concerns over the novel coronavirus pandemic, which is wreaking havoc across the globe. The April 18 exercise has proved quite controversial, with a number of opposition parties and civil society groups describing it as needless and costly. The decision to suspend the exercise was made after an inter-party advisory committee meeting on Wednesday. Director of Electoral Services at the Electoral Commission, Dr. Srebwo Kweko, told JoyNews it is based on advice by health experts.
We had planned to do the registration on the 18th,
right? But
because of the pandemic, we can't do it on the 18th. So we are observing what is happening around Ghana and the global issue. We are with the Minister of Health and Ghana Health Services and other health experts. So they are also monitoring the situation and advising us. So when it gets to a time they think that the situation is fertile for us to go ahead with the registration, then they tell us, now you can do A, B, C. Then we implement them and go ahead and do it.
So for now, the 18th is on hold.
It's on hold. It's not, if it's on hold, means that
has it been suspended?
Suspended.
It's suspended.
So it can be 18th, yes. So what we are telling them is that we are thinking of going towards ending of April or early May, but depending on what the health experts will advise. From all the discussions that we have had, we are saying that there's no way we can use the existing register. So we are moving forward with the new register, and that's what we are preparing to.
Joining me via phone for a conversation more on this is Madam Sylvia Ano. She's Principal PR of the Electoral Commission. Good morning to you, ma'am. Thank you for your time. So a day after the Inter-Party Advisory Committee's meeting, do we have a proposed new dates?
Thank you very much, and good morning to your listeners and viewers as well. Yeah, let me say that I just want to correct an erroneous impression being created in the minds of many Ghanaians as I speak to you right now. There were reports to the extent that the exercise has been suspended. I'm referring to the upcoming voters registration exercise. Let me state here and now that the registration exercise will come on, but it will only come on after as soon as the COVID-19 pandemic is brought under control. The Electoral Commission issued a statement yesterday to the effect that the Commission has informed the political parties, there was an IPAC meeting yesterday, that the registration exercise scheduled for the 18th of April will not come on as scheduled or announced. Now, the fact is that all the preparations needed for the registration exercise are going on. Preparations are going on in terms of recruitment of staff who are going to man the equipment, who are going to register qualified persons, and so on and so forth. Apart from that, we are observing the rules as stipulated or as spelled out by the Ministry of Health and the Ghana Health Service. So if you go to our offices all over the country, you see these liquor packets. You know, we have soap, we have water, we have tissues, and we have sanitizers, making sure that we are there to the rules and regulations as spelled out. And then we are also observing social distancing, making sure that not more than 20 people gather, there's enough space, and so on and so forth. But the crux of the matter is that the registration will come on as stipulated.
Okay, so what's the registration exercise you say has not been suspended, but it has been postponed?
Exactly.
Okay. Except that we also know that the Electoral Commission is working within a certain calendar. You've got a schedule to everything that you're doing, timelines to the schedules. So what does this mean to your own calendar? How does it affect your own calendar, considering you and I don't know when we're going to get rid of this virus?
Let me say that the Commission is well aware of the time frame, the legal time frame within which we operate. Now, we're also monitoring the execution. And let me say that when we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. There are legal implications. We just couldn't wait that this pandemic will pray and so that for the pandemic to be eradicated, entirely. And apart from that, we're just monitoring the situation. The Commission is collaborating, or is in collaboration with the Ghana Health Service and the Ministry of Health for best practice to prevent the spread of the disease. We are making sure that we are doing all that we can do within our mandate for the registration to come up. All the same, we also are mindful of the fact that there's a pandemic, and we're waiting and praying that it is brought under control so we can proceed with our work.
Great. But how does it affect the Electoral Commission's calendar?
For now, we are safe. We are just praying that it goes in branches, in the system. We're just praying that going forward, if there are any developments, we'll let you know.
What's the worst case scenario for the Electoral Commission in terms of this registration exercise?
I don't want to preempt at this point in time because of the sensitivity of the elections, of the electoral issues in the country, particularly in an election year. Let's wait for, and we hope and pray that we don't get to the crisis situation. We just hope and pray that this issue of the pandemic will just vanish from the system.
Just finally, great. All right. Just finally, before you go, Mr. Kwaku, after the exercise yesterday, briefed the press, and he gave April ending, early May as a date, a temporary date. Is it something that the Electoral Commission is still holding on to?
In a statement, we stated that, he was just giving you various scenarios, but we have stated in the press release that a new date will be announced in due course as soon as the COVID-19 pandemic is brought under control. Meaning that by the end of April, if the situation hasn't been brought under control, the Commission cannot go on with the registration. But it is important to also note that we need to register, we need to replace the voters register so we can proceed with the election on 7th December.
Okay. So, all right. So I take it from all the communication that definitely the exercise is going to come off, except that because of the pandemic, we have to hold on a bit.
Exactly. Precisely.
We'll leave it here. Thank you very much for your time. That's Principal PRO of the Electoral Commission, Madam Sylvia Arnott there.